Hey, first graders, it's Mrs. Seals back for our next science lab. So last week we started talking about energy and we were talking about light energy. This week we're going to be talking about another form of energy, which is called sound energy. So let's get started. Your target says, I can identify and discuss how different forms of energy, such as sound, are important to everyday life. So first, let's review what is energy. Energy is the ability to cause change or do work. And as I just said, in first grade, we're going to be learning about 3 forms of energy. This week, we're learning about sound. Last week, we learned about light. And next week, we'll be learning about thermal energy, which is another word for heat. So sound energy is a form of energy that is caused by vibrations. And a vibration is when something moves back and forth very quickly. All sounds are caused by a vibration. So if you put your hand right here on your throat and go, or maybe you say some things or some words, or you make a noise, hopefully you can feel something moving. That's an example of a vibration. Inside of our throats, we have something called vocal cords. And when we talk or sing or hum, our vocal cords vibrate. They move back and forth quickly. And that causes air to come out of our mouths. And that air travels in a sound wave to people's ears. And when that sound wave hits people's ears, that creates another vibration. When that sound wave goes inside your ear and hits your eardrum also vibrates, and that's how we're able to hear sounds. So all sounds are caused by a vibration. So when we're talking about sound energy, vibration is a very important word. Another important word is this word right here, pitch. You may recognize that word from music class. And pitch is how high or how low a sound is. It doesn't have to do with loud or soft or loud or quiet. That's another sound word called volume. Pitch is a high or a low sound. And I'm going to show you an example of high and low sounds in just a second. But the interesting thing is that the speed of the vibration determines the pitch. Faster vibrations will cause higher pitched sounds. Slower vibrations will cause lower pitched sounds. So I'm going to give you an example of some different pitches. These are a tool called tuning forks. And it's not like the forks that we eat with. These are a tool that singers or musicians or people who play instruments use to help them tune their voice or their instrument to the correct pitch. Because each of these tuning forks makes a different sound. It makes a different pitch. Okay? The bigger the tuning fork, the slower it's going to vibrate, so the lower the pitch is going to be. The smaller the tuning fork, the faster it's going to vibrate, and the higher the pitch is going to be. Okay, so I'm going to show you examples of a low pitch, and then a medium pitch, and then a high pitch. All right, here's a low pitch. This one's going to be a little bit higher because this tuning fork is smaller. And then this one's going to be even higher because it's a lot smaller. Whoa, that's a really high-pitched noise. So it's important to remember that the bigger the tuning fork, the slower it's going to vibrate and the lower the pitch it's going to create. And then the smaller the tuning fork, the faster it's going to vibrate and the higher the pitch it's going to create. I'll show you one more time. Ready? Here is the low pitch. Here's our medium pitch, so it's a little bit higher. And then here's our super high pitch. Whoa, do you hear the difference? So that's what high and low pitch means. So how is sound used in our everyday lives? Or why is sound important to us? Or how do we use sound? So I'm going to encourage you here to pause the video. You can talk to your mom, dad, whatever grown-up is with you. See if you can think of some ways that we use sound and why sound is important to us. And when you're finished, come back and I'll show you the ones I thought of. All right, so here are some ways I thought of. Now, these are not all the ways we use sound. These are just some. We use sound when we listen to music. We use sound when we're listening to our teacher talk. We can hear birds singing or chirping. We can hear a car honk its horn. We use sound to listen to the TV. And we use sound when we're talking and communicating with our friends. So sound is very, very important to us. So today we're going to do an experiment with sound. This is a sound investigation. So remember, when we observe sound, we observe it by listening or hearing with our ears. We don't observe sound by watching or looking. We don't observe sound by tasting or smelling or touching. We observe sound by listening. So in this activity, you're just going to be listening. So the kids that are in the science lab will be getting to participate in this activity where I have these plastic Easter eggs. And each of these Easter eggs is filled with something different. And we are going to try and figure out or guess what is in each of these Easter eggs just by shaking it and listening to it. We're not going to look inside because we don't use our eyes to observe sound. All right, we use our ears. So just by listening to it, we're going to see if we can guess what is in each egg. So it's just for fun. It's just to experiment with sound. It's just to, think about the different sounds that we hear. All right, so we're going to start with this. Now, this is one thing that would be easier if we were not virtual, because some of these I'm not sure if you're going to be able to hear, but we will do our best, okay? So the first one is this green one. I'm going to shake it. All right, and I'm going to give you a second to make a guess about what you think is in here based on what you heard. If you want to pause the video, you could write your answers down or draw a picture of what you think it is. And in just a second, I will show you. I'll shake it one more time. All right, are you ready to see what's in here? If you guessed pennies, you are correct. There were pennies in this egg. I will show you. There we go. Pennies. All right. Was that one easy or hard? I feel like that one was kind of easy, but we'll get some harder ones here. All right. Here's our next one. Ready? Make your guess. What do you think is in here? All right. You ready to look? It is a marble. There's a marble in here. Yep. Good job. All right, ready for our next one? Our next one is the orange one. It sounds very similar to the marble. That's a hard one. You ready to see? Make your guess. What do you think is in here based on what you hear? It is a pair of dice, 2 dice. Awesome. It sounds very similar to the marble. All right, next one is pink. That one sounds just like the dice. I don't know what is in this one. I don't even remember what's in this one. You have any guesses? Make your guess. It is a key. Wow, I did not get that one right. I had no idea what was in this one. It sounded just like the dice to me. All right, ready for our next one? It's a tricky one. Make your guess. 3, 2, 1. Paper clips. Oh my goodness. I definitely didn't get that one right. I thought maybe it was like rice or something like that. Paper clips. All right, here's our next one. Ready? Ooh. This one at home, for you at home, this one is probably really hard for you to hear because even though I am here right with it, I can't hear anything in this one. And you know, I really can't feel anything either, but I know there's something in there. You want to make a guess as to something that maybe we wouldn't be able to hear? Let's see. Are you ready? Oh, Miss Seals, that's a tricky one. It was just a piece of string. Oh my goodness. That was a hard one because it didn't make any noise. Wow. All right, we got 6 more. Ready? Here's our next one. Think about it and make your guess. 3, 2, 1. Oh, that one was tricky. You know why? These are marshmallows, but they didn't sound like marshmallows. They sounded like something really hard because guess what? These marshmallows are really old and stale and they have been in here for a very long time, so they are hard. That's why they don't sound like marshmallows. Oh, Miss Seals tried to trick you again. All right, next one. Make your guess. Let's see what it is. 3, 2, 1. Oh, it was broken toothpicks. Wow, I had no idea. That one to me sounded just like the paper clips one. Oh goodness. All right. 4 more. Ready? Hard one because just like the string, this one is very quiet. I don't hear anything, so I know you can't hear anything. What else would be very quiet, just like that string? Can you think of something? I'm ready to show you. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Oh, goodness. It's a cotton ball. There is a cotton ball in here. That is silly, Miss Seals. Very quiet. All right, we have 3 more. Ready? Here's a purple one. Oh, I think I know this one. I think I know this one. What do you think? Make your guess. Ready? It's rice. I knew it. I thought the one earlier with the paper clips was rice, but this is the one with rice. This is uncooked rice, so it's very hard. Oh, man. All right, let's see 2 more. Our next one. I have no idea what this is. Make your guess. Let's see what's in here. Beans. Uncooked lima beans. Oh, man. That one was tricky. And we have 1 more. A lot of these sound very similar. This is a hard one. I have no idea what's in here. Make your guess. And let's see. Oh, Miss Seals, it is macaroni. Hard, uncooked macaroni. Oh, that was a tricky one because it sounded just like the beans and the rice. That's funny. All 3 of those things are food and they all sound the same when they're shaken. So silly. Anyways, I hope that you had fun investigating sound. For my learners that are at home, if you would like to do an extra activity, what you could do is you could find some things around your house that make noise or make sounds. Take a picture and send it to me. I'd love to see what you come up with. You could also draw some sources of sound, which is what we call things that make sound, and tell me about what you learned. All right, I hope you had fun and I will see you next week. Bye guys.